Hey there, it's Mark from MENWHOBULLET. Make sure you also follow me on Instagram at MENWHOBULLET. So in today's plan with me, we're going to be pulling from a project box and taking a look at an old 2017 journal and converting it to this upcoming week. So what I've been doing inside of my project box is just putting all of my materials there. So let's go ahead and grab these. We've got the pencil. I also have one of the Faber-Castell Pit Artist pens that we're using. I picked these two colors of the Archer and Olive Acrylograph pens to use this week. And then also we have my ruler and my circle ruler as well. So we'll go ahead and put this away. Now I decided to get some inspiration from my OG bullet journal. This is from 2017 in April when I started. It's kind of crazy looking back on this, but there are some pretty good ideas that I had back in the day. Maybe we'll do a video flip through in the future of my very first bullet journal because some of these are a little bit rough. But as I was going through it, I actually came across this spread here that I really remembered liking a lot. I think it was just my first time doing something like this with notes at the top and then my weekly task and notes throughout the week like this, and I liked the design, so I thought let's convert it over. So I've actually done a lot of the work already, at least laying out the general grid of what this page looks like. As you can see here, I've marked this out so there's 8 squares in each one of these across, and then the height is going to depend on what you're looking for. Same thing for the space that you need for your task here at the top. I probably split these up just to give myself some space, but you can do whatever you feel is best for you. Don't forget, as you go in with these, use your pencil first. Go ahead and then trace all of these in with a darker marker to get yourself all set up. Now I used one of these circle stencils here to help myself kind of pick the right size for me, so I just used these, center them on the rectangle, and then created my circle. As you can see, I messed up when I first did these, but that's the great thing about pencil. You always can come back and do it again. Alright, like I said earlier, I use this medium-size Pit Artist pen from Faber-Castell for everything, and I didn't fill in the circles though. I'm actually just going to use the paint from the Acrylograph pens to fill those in instead, and then I'll go over top of that color with this brighter color to really make it pop. Now, if you haven't used these Acrylograph pens, make sure you do check out my complete review on these. But what we're going to do is get started with this color. We'll fill in the big circles. Just really important to make sure we're really shaking these before we get started. We'll go ahead and fill in each of these circles first, let them dry, and then come back in. Alright, we've filled everything in, everything's nice and dry, so we're going to go ahead and take the 0.7 millimeter, this is more the fine tip from this pen collection here, and we'll go over that. So if you haven't seen these pens, real quick overview of them is they're really fantastic to layer on top of each other. Again, really important to shake them, but before we do that, I just wanted to show you what these pens look like. This isn't a review or anything, but just wanted to give you a preview of this pen and how it works in case you're interested in getting one for yourself. So this is the 0.7 millimeter, really fine tip. And to go ahead and get started on this, what you're going to do is just start to press that pen down a little bit. You can pump it. You can also just hold it down as well to get some of that ink flowing into the tip. Once you start to see a little bit of that color coming through there, you know you're almost there, so I like to keep pumping that out. Again, I'm using a post-it note just so that I can make sure that I'm not getting anything that I don't want or too much ink on the paper first. I'm going to go ahead and start with the top and then work my way around. So we'll start with the top here. We're just going to do the month. We'll put the year. I'm also going to draw the diagonal here because this is going to be for both a Sunday and a Saturday split. And then I'll go ahead and start to draw on the days of the week. Alright, now I'll go ahead and put in the numbered dates of the week as well. Alright, here we are. We've got the entire weekly spread done, nice and simple. This is going to be the last one of this book. I'm actually switching over to my new bullet journal in the very near future. But here we have July 2020, Monday through Sunday.